Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy if you're new here, and if you don't know, I am a Dream Vacations travel advisor specializing in cruises and Disney parks, and I also dabble in all-inclusive resorts and group trips as well, but I know the most about Disney parks and cruises, and all that information will be linked down below if you'd like to fill out my free quote form for us to work together and build your dream vacation. And also I post 2 videos a week, a weekly vlog, which includes random bits and pieces of my life, as well as my half marathon training, and then a travel video of some sort, whether it be a haul of products that I have purchased for travels or travel tips, vlogs, things like that. And I have a cruise coming up here in just a couple of months that I will be vlogging and do daily vlog, ship tour, cabin tour, all the things. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel so you don't miss all of that stuff. And then in today's weekly vlog, I'm just, taking you along with everything. I did my run yesterday for my first run for this week yesterday, and I'm at a halfway point, and I want to talk about the progress that I've made from the beginning of the training program 10 weeks ago, because I'm literally 10 weeks out from my race, the progress I've made since then till now. So I'll talk about that a little bit later, but first I need to get myself ready, makeup, all that stuff, to batch film a couple of videos, and I'm going to get myself ready. Okay, so I just filmed a bunch of videos. So happy that I got those videos filmed because I meant to do them several weeks ago. I think actually in my last vlog I was trying to, but I just didn't get to all of them. The rest of this week I'm going to be working on marathon training. I'm going to do 4 runs this week. I've already done 1, and my stats got all weird in that. And then I had said I was going to talk about something. Okay, so I remember what I needed to talk about. But first, my data keeps getting messed up, but it's user error. So yesterday's run was an interval run, and my intervals got messed up, so I'm not going to go into it too deep, but it was 3.8 miles. I ran in just under an hour, so almost 4 miles in just under an hour at an average pace of 15 minutes and 37 seconds per mile, which is huge because I started this training program, training for a marathon on July 20th, and this week yesterday was September 29th. Today's the 30th. And I did 3.19 miles in 1 hour at an average pace of 18 minutes and 49 seconds per mile, so almost 19-minute miles. That is huge progress. I went from that to almost 4 miles in an hour, so I almost added an entire mile to the same time. And so I am super proud of myself for that progress, and I'm just hoping to improve that, even if it's by like 5 minutes, very little. So I'm excited for my half marathon in December. So halfway through, and right now my focus is just 4 runs a week, and we're gonna do that for 4 weeks and then add in some strength training. So yeah, and then in this video I want to go through, I need to organize my closet because my dresser drawers in my closet are a mess. I have no organization. I have some spaces that I've just thrown in, like my swimsuits, just thrown them in there. There's no organization whatsoever. And then I have some shelves on the side of kind of like where this wall behind me, it's the little small wall between the doors, there's some shelves inside of the closet that I have some clothes that doesn't fit me, just thrown in there. I need to do something with and actually utilize those shelves for organization. So I will do that, go through my marathon training, and then Tyler and I are going to do game night for date night on Friday, so take you through that a little bit. But for the most part, whatever random bits and bobs I feel like filming, because yeah. And then of course my marathon training, half marathon. I started this program, if you didn't know, training for a marathon, and then recently decided I don't want to run for 7 hours because I'm a slow runner, and that's what I was pacing at to begin with for 26 miles. 7 hours, and I don't want to do that. So I decided to drop it down to a half marathon, which is at the same location, which I will share later because it's a really fun location. So yeah. Oh, and also I need to update you guys on Tyler's office. We got the chair in and a TV stand, and it's nice and comfy cozy so he can play his games while I do my own thing, and we could be in the same room because sometimes he just wants to play on his computer, which is valid. And especially his new computer, as I showed you guys in my last vlog or the vlog before. So I'll link that down below. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be this week. Today is a rest day for my half marathon training, and I will run again tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to, I don't know why, I'm just gonna keep blabbing and take a million years to end the same clip. Okay, so I was editing this video and I realized I never actually really filmed a whole lot. So it's gonna be a shorter video. I am just finishing up work today and I realized I had cleaned my closet. Like I said I was going to at the beginning of the video. I reorganized all of my drawers, and it feels so much better to have those things organized so that I can put stuff away properly. So that feels good. Super excited about that. We ended up playing Jackbox via FaceTime with my husband's brother, so my brother-in-law, instead of doing our own little game night. So I didn't really film any of that, and that was a lot of fun. We might be doing something similar this weekend. I don't know if we still will. We planned on it like last week, but it'll be a whole week later, so I'm not sure. We probably will because my brother-in-law's fiance will be home. She was out of town last weekend, so we'll see. If I do, maybe I'll include some clips in the vlog. Not sure. I totally forgot to even like include any type of clips last weekend, so trying to remember to film bits and bobs has been a little bit more of a struggle for some reason, because I've been doing either a full day in the life and a like whole week of training, fitness journey kind of video. So I haven't been in the mindset of I need to film the highlights of my week, because if you didn't know, social media is a highlight reel, and that's just the reality of it, because people aren't always sharing the down parts. So that leads me into my training. So last week, which is basically all the clips from this video so far, was last week, but I ended up getting a migraine pretty much every single day from the day I ran and then filmed my intro all the way until like literally yesterday, and today is the following Wednesday. It's October 9th or 10th, something like that, whatever the day it is. And I realized a couple of things. I had started wearing my retainer literally that entire week, and I had not worn it for at least a month prior to that. So I think that made a big difference, because I do have a TMJ, which is the overactive jaw muscle, basically. And anything with my mouth or my neck will instantly give me a migraine, and that sucks. So that literally halted all of my training thus far. So I'm hoping to get a run in today. And I believe part of it was I was not eating enough and my body was just overstimulated. Or understimulated? I don't know. The pain and not having enough fuel. But the combo of both of those things definitely did not make me feel good. So I am hoping. I did not actually bring food with me. I just finished work for today, but I did not bring any food with me because I'm usually home by noon, and right now it's like 10:30 and I'll be home by noon, and I'm not hungry, and I'm never hungry first thing in the morning. So I had bought some protein bars to just bring with me to snack on while I drive so that I still have some type of food in my stomach before I get home and then actually eat a real meal. I forgot to bring one. So yeah, and then I believe at the beginning I mentioned I was going to update you on my husband's office, the progress we made from a couple of vlogs ago. I will do that in the next video. I'm going to actually begin the next video today and then kind of go through the weekend. And yeah, so that is pretty much all of the week. I spent a lot of the time that I was, instead of doing my running, training, and working out, I pretty much watched the Vampire Diaries / the originals because I'm watching them in like chronological order, and basically the chronological order was when they were aired, so you're literally flipping between each episode of each show. So like I'm watching, I think I'm on season 6 of Vampire Diaries, so I'm on like episode 11, and then season 2 of the originals, so I'm watching also episode 11 of the originals. And I had originally watched the show while it aired, so you could see bits and pieces of things that kind of cross over, like the events that affect each of the shows. However, if you wanted to watch one season, flip to the next show, watch one season of one show, flip to the next season of the other show, it would definitely work out perfectly in terms of timeline. Like, they're not that interconnected, but I already started it that way, and I just want to keep, I've committed. And while I've been doing that, I've been crocheting. I've been working on a hexagon blanket, and I'm making it a king size, and I'm probably a quarter of the way through, and then I ended up getting bored. If you do crafts, you absolutely understand that sometimes the tediousness of a project, you get bored. So I started a sweater and I made it to the sleeves. It's going to be a granny stitch sweater with hearts stitched into it with double crochet for the hearts. It looks really cool, but I got to the point where I split for sleeves and I'm putting hearts also in the sleeves. And since it's a granny stitch, I'm only doing 2 stitches instead of 3 for a granny stitch, so that it's a lighter weight sweater, because I made a granny square cardigan and it's a really heavy sweater because there's just a lot of material, and I'm using acrylic yarn, and because that's just all that I have / what I've been using. So that's what I've been doing, spending my time doing. Yeah, I just wanted to end off this video and give a little update, and then I'm going to start a new one here shortly, probably when I get home, maybe, we'll see. So I'm gonna end this video here. If you like my vlogs, if you are interested in travel, I have a ton of trips coming up. Like, I'm going on a trip literally next month. So consider following or subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.